Welcome back, everybody! We got another exciting... Oh, we're starting off hot. Another exciting episode of Approved for All Audiences. This week, we are doing Hulu's Prey. Before we get into that, we got a little bit of business to take care of.
Little biz.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, go ahead and check out at Approved for All Audiences. If you want to check us out on Twitter, at Approved for All. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the fucking sub, dude.
Get in there and get a little fucking
Get
subby.
a little subby, dude.
Get a sub sandwich and get a fucking subby.
That's what I'm saying to you. Just fucking hit the sub over there, hit the bell, and you'll see us every Thursday at midnight.
And we're back to doing the regular show. We're going to talk about movies.
This is a regular one. I might vomit on camera. This is a regular one. Fuck.
You can go ahead and find us on... You did those.
Yep. What's the website?
Our website is www.
Yep.
.approvedforallaudiences.
Yep.
Pod. Approvedforallaudiences.buzzsprout.com.
There you go.
And then for the email,
Yep.
approvedforallaudiences.pod@gmail.com.
Bada bang, dude. Really good work out of you.
We should have fucking done a shorter name.
Yeah, I've said before we should do AFAA, but we already got everything rolling so hard. Well, not really, but I just don't want to do the work, frankly, you know?
I think I'm immune to your burping.
Good.
Because
some of them
people,
are stank.
other people saw it and they're like, what the fuck is coming out of your face every 10 seconds?
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh.
Today's episode is sponsored by Bud Light Gelada.
It's a salty fucking treat.
I think you have to be over 30 to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's weird how it makes your pee burn later.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool. It's cooling sensation.
Joking, our pee doesn't burn.
Ben gay. Was there any more business? You got any shout-outs?
I do have a couple.
Hit him with them, babe.
I'm going to shout out our friend Jeremy because last weekend we shouted him out before. He's a friend of the show, friend of the pod, good subscriber.
Great fella.
He
handsome piece.
He hosted all of us up at his place in Seattle last weekend for a Mariner game, and thank you, man. That was really fun.
Great game. A lot of vomit that game too. I had a projectile smile on the walk home. Jesus, Murphy.
I gotta say, like, pretty good urban, like, knowing to kind of disguise it a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't a stealther, but
I mean, considering where we were at,
yeah, I suppose no cops were involved, so that's good.
No cops were involved. I mean, there was people around, so the fact that you were able to just contain that and do it the
probably
right
freak
way.
some kids out, but they'll figure it out later.
People were scared for sure.
Yeah, it was like a fucking movie.
Daddy, what's that guy doing?
Shut up, Billy. Repenting.
He's living his best life.
My fucking sins.
Repenting. I think right after you did that, you're like, fuck, there goes $65 fucking dollars.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking $16 beers at the goddamn stadium. And that's not a joke. That's real money.
When the beers are $4 more than a bleacher seat.
Oh, that's a great point. That is some bullshit, dude. I couldn't even get a hot dog. I waited too long.
I got a hot dog. I got a Mariner dog. I got a hat. I was a good boy. I
you
had
were
one
a good boy.
Nasty little fucking pina colada Corona. I don't know. It was like not a seltzer. It was like a flavored beer type thing. Maybe it was. I don't know.
I also got a, what the fuck is it called? It was like a margarita. Not margarita. What's the tequila one?
Mcgavin?
Yeah. Not good. Really not great.
Yeah.
And yeah?
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, like, when the sun started to set, and then it was the boys at the park, like,
yeah.
Mariners sucked ass. Doesn't really matter. Like, being at the ballpark's just fucking fun.
Mm-hmm. And how?
Good to see the other Bens, by the way. Shout out Ben and Ben.
Yeah, thanks for driving home, Nelson. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was nice.
Fucking, Turk and Raz. Shout out to you fellas.
Boys.
Thanks for always checking in on us, giving us kind words. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
They also have a channel, too, if you want to go give them a follow or a look. Turk and Raz show, I think.
I don't remember if it has show in it.
Turk and Raz,
if you
it'll
look up
come
Turk
up.
and Raz,
It'll
I just
pop up.
watched their Bullet Train review
Yeah, they
this
do
morning.
movie reviews stuff.
It's fun. It's fun. If you like hearing about movies, I think they got good takes. So.
Yes.
And then I've got one more.
Oh, yeah?
The freaking golf cart lady. Hopefully she's watching from Lewis River yesterday. Shout out Jamie.
Yeah, dude. She was fantastic at her job. Really good work.
Tim and I ripped 18 yesterday, and
boy, did we.
Tim had a front nine, ladies and gentlemen.
I had a pretty good day. I had a bit of a day.
He had a birdie. He had a fucking day.
I should have had two.
You did have another
But
op.
I shit the bed.
I mean, your boy ain't never got no birds.
It'll happen,
I
Scout.
don't know if I got a par yesterday.
I think you got one.
I may have gotten one.
We're not very good at golf. We go a lot. We're not very good at it.
There's a crazy booze limit, and I don't know exactly what the number is. I should hone in on that a little bit more. But it's basically immediate. As soon as you crack the shelf, it's all downhill.
It's really annoying because
And
you feel the same way you felt for about a half hour, and then you're just like you can't hit the fucking ball.
Dude, I'm just hitting like 2 inches behind the ball every time, taking a lot of dirt. And then I'm getting mad. I had a couple good fucking club smashers.
You did. I was scared.
Which I was pissed.
Yep, I get it.
Hurt my handy wandy.
You did?
Sandy wandy. No, I was actually getting out of like mud slop.
You were getting out of some slop.
Anyway, great course.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, is that it for the business and the shout trouts there?
I think so.
Cool. Oh, audio only versions. Fucking listen to them if you want to.
Listen to us on audio only.
Cool. You can do it. I think Pandora's still being cunty, but fuck him, yeah.
Fuck him.
What'd you fucking have for breakfast, dude?
Well, today I had leftover fucking pizza from Brecky.
When did you have pizza last?
Last night.
I thought you had wings last night.
Pizza and wings.
Oh, from Donde?
From Mount Tabor Brewing.
Oh, you like that Tabe?
Here's the thing. I've had some of the dopest pie I've had in a while from there, and then I ordered it last weekend, and it was soggy sloppy.
That's no good. Oh, because they're a wood fire place, right?
Yeah, they fucking wood fire crisp it up right in front of you, dude. It's sturdy childbearing bread. and I got it last weekend and it was just sloppy soggy. It sucked. It was like weirdly doughy too, and it's like usually really thin and crispy and tasty. And I got it last night to make sure that was just a one-off.
Yeah.
And it was better.
Did you drunkenly mention something to him about your last experience? Oh, it's probably all online, huh?
Drunkenly messaged like the pizza place?
Oh, like you didn't call it in, like you just did it online?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, DoorDash.
Yeah. If I had a couple of swills in me and I was calling them, I would be like, last time, I don't know what happened, boys, but blah, 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 but it was all online.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I avoid people.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do nowadays. Yeah, pretty simple.
I deal with people all day in my
fucking, they're not cheap though, right?
No.
Yeah, so that's annoying when you buy premium products and they don't come to you premium. That's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it was so drastically different that like the one I had last weekend was kind of bad. Like, I fucking scarfed it down. You know, take it easy out there, fucking muffs. But
what was your go-to? What kind of pizza we talking?
Real big kick on really basic right now.
Okay,
like
minimalist.
I don't know what has happened. Like, I think like the fully loaded fucking meat pies were starting to make me fucking sweaty afterwards.
Meat sweats.
And like, so the one I got yesterday is literally cheese, basil, and tomato.
That sounds lovely, though.
Dude, it was fucking heavenly.
Yeah.
It was just dope. It was good. The crust was nice and sturdy on the bottom. Had that good wood-fiery, crispy crust.
Oh, I like that fire.
It's a good fucking pie. Wings were just...
I had fucking... Well, for dinner last night, I spent way too much money at Taco Bell.
Been there.
Drizzy Tim likes to do that. I'll spend like fucking $50 and then be like, we have way too much Taco Bell.
Some Taco Bell's okay, like reheated, and some of it is shit. Like a Beefy 5, nah.
Yeah, Beefy 5 ain't the way. Crunchwrap's pretty good.
Yeah,
but the lettuce is kind of warm.
That makes that middle shell get kind of sogs.
But then you get the nice warm nacho cheese, so it kind of levels it back out.
Rank these for me.
Okay.
Steak quesadilla from Taco Bell.
Okay.
Crunchwrap Supreme. Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Ooh. Okay, well, cheesy's number one. Oh. Cheesy's number one. We gotta go.
I should just turn this into a fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, I thought that's what kind we were doing.
I said rank them, but now you gotta kill one.
Okay.
So
I'm marrying the cheese.
Ooh.
Fuck. This is straight up. No side nacho cheese? Because that's a changer.
Fuck, that's too good of a changer. I'm gonna say no nacho cheese.
Okay. And I think we gotta take the crunch wrap and we gotta boot the quesadilla.
What he's saying here is that if you have a little side of the nacho cheese sauce, dip it in that quesadilla, it's a fucking... Guys.
Yeah. If you're in the fat guy club, you know.
There was some great TikTok of some girl who was just like, you guys might think I'm crazy, but
Saw that.
And the lady's just like, that's...
Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, what the fuck is cheese?
You're doing what's inside the burrito on the outside of the burrito. It's gonna be great. So for me, that would be I'm marrying the cheesy gordita crunch.
Solid.
I'm marrying the cheesy gordita crunch. I'm gonna. This has changed in my trajectory right now. I'm fucking the steak quesadilla, and I'm killing the crunch wrap. And don't get me wrong, that's hard because I fucking get down on a crunch wrap.
It's just a little manageable. Like it's to go item. The quesadilla is as well. It's a little sloppier though.
Agreed. Here's my issue now. Lately,
lay it on me.
Like the crunch wrap, one half of it is like delicious cheesy gooey, and then the other half is they're not doing that.
Water,
right.
Tomatoes, and lettuce.
I love a tomato, and Taco Bell's tomatoes are fucking weird. They're just like that canned.
They're pretty
squishy.
fakey.
They don't even really taste like a tomato.
No, they have their own flavor for sure.
It's like salty rotel bullshit.
Yeah.
So I actually get basically anything that has tomatoes. I get no tomato.
I have a weird complex of like not getting stuff not on something. I'll just take it off later.
Well, it's just hard in like a fucking Taco Bell thing.
It's very true.
Unwrap.
Yeah, it's very, very true.
Let us know in the comments, guys. What's your favorite Taco Bell menu item and how much of it could you fucking eat? Because I'm telling you, I could do a Taco 12-pack easy by myself.
Oh, dude.
I'm telling you right now, Tim, I could put down a Taco 12-pack by myself.
Can you fucking do the switcheroo on those? Can you get them all softies?
Yes.
Oh, daddy.
I'm telling you right now, Tim, in 10 minutes, I could take down a total of 12 fucking tacos.
What are you doing in 3 hours?
No. My eating stuff trying to impress people. One, it didn't work out, and two, it's not that funny. It's a coping mechanism.
It's a coping, dude?
We're all sad. I'm just saying I could.
This has been Tasty Cheese's Taco Bell review.
This is Tasty Teas Tacos with Cheese.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
We'll probably start getting into stuff, but would you ever, it'd be a lot of work, but I just think you'd fucking do. Would you ever, if money wasn't an issue, would you ever get a taco truck?
Oh, yeah. It's been on the back burner in my mind for a long time. But there's a lot of logistics that go into that.
There's a lot to think about, and then you start getting bogged down in the thoughts, but like, if you could, would you run a little fucking cheeseburger hot dog stand?
Yeah, I would probably do like
Sandwiches, right?
breakfasts and burgers, yeah.
Oh, burgers.
Probably.
Okay.
It's easier. People aren't scared of a burger, you know what I mean? Tacos would be cool, but I'm too white to sell tacos.
Yeah. And I bet the way we... Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm too white to sell tacos.
I am. And I'd have to take debit cards probably, and that's always a sign of a bad taco truck. There's got to be dirty money crossing hands. Fucking, yeah. Like fucking 10 years ago when I hit the lottery, that was
a thought for a minute.
It was a pretty real thought, but I don't know. Then you got to think about like hours. Like, would you do fucking 5 a.m. to like 2? But then you're missing everything on the back end. You're gonna have employees? Probably fucking not.
Not at the beginning.
Do you want to have a life too?
Right.
A lot of logistics to go into.
There's a lot.
Something like that.
There's a lot. You'd probably want a buddy running it with you.
And fucking right now, like, food's super expensive.
How are you gonna pay for all that fucking onion you put on everything?
This is true.
How are you gonna pay for all that red fucking?
Then I'm gonna have to start a co-op, and then fucking my dad will be gay, and a whole.
This segment's brought to you by Funyuns.
Yeah,
these ones are fun and don't ruin your sandwich.
All right, they ruin the top of your mouth like a fucking bowl of goddamn. What's it called?
Crunch.
Crunch. Yeah, that one. This clematis is going down strong.
Yeah. Anything else new with you?
Not really.
Yeah.
The golf was fun yesterday. Now we're doing this. Fucking, are we doing the thing? Are we gonna get into the thing right now? Do we do something else right
now? I think. Quit!
Not quite.
It's been a while since we've done an order.
It has. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, dude, we could fucking get into. Are we doing some news then?
Well, dude, let's fucking let's get that news cracking.
Bill.
Who? Bill. Fuck. Bill.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Chester Rico, do you want to talk about a little bit of devastating news out there for the folks?
Ladies and gentlemen, the beloved Olivia Newton John passed away at, I believe, only 73.
Was it 73?
Unfortunately, she had battled breast cancer 3 times, and she passed away. She's definitely most known, I think, for her work as Sandy in Grease, opposite John Travolta. She was cool. She did a lot for the breast cancer community and donations and pumping money in for research, and she's a big wildlife advocate. I think
I didn't know that.
Did a lot of stuff working with animals. Pretty overall good fucking human being that we lost a little too soon. But I thank her for the work that she did, and the enjoyment she gave us when she was with us. Thanks, Olivia.
Thank you.
You like Grease?
It's okay. Not my fave. Fine.
I like parts of it a lot, and then some of it I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's whatever. Busey's fun.
I love the opening when the radio's playing and the music kicks in. Yeah.
You a musical man.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. It's...
I should save this for Chase Triv, because that ties me into something.
Oh, should we tell the kids about that right now?
So, we didn't do... sorry if you watch all the way through to trivia, because I feel like the last few we haven't really delivered Triv, traditionally. And that's going to continue with today's episode.
Well, we could do my Triv.
Yeah.
And then your Triv can be what you're about to tell them.
Okay. We could just do your Triv. I don't know if people give a shit about Chase Triv. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see what we do.
See what we're doing. Yeah.
How old was I when I did that?
7!
Fuck! Anyway, that's the news about Olivia Newton John. We miss you.
We miss you, Livy. We'll see you on the other side. On happier news, sort of kind of happier news, fucking Disney Channel original movie, Underwraps, 1997, got a reboot in 2021, and that is getting another reboot. Underwraps Deuce is coming your way. I believe it's September 27th? Let me take a quick old peek here. Oh, is it? Neither can I. September 25th. September 25th.
Nice.
Is when that's coming to Disney Plus. I think I have the synopsis somewhere. Amy is preparing her father's Halloween-themed wedding to his fiancée Carl when Amy, Gilbert, and Marshall discover that the mummy friend Harold and his beloved Rose are maybe in danger. Stobic, an evil mummy with a 1,000-year-old grudge against his best friend turned better rival Harold, is unexpectedly awakened and out for revenge. I did some reading.
That's the most I've ever seen you read. That was a good work.
Yeah, usually I lie about it.
Hey, can I ask a quick question about Underwraps?
Sure.
When was the original one?
1997.
Okay.
And then they rebooted that in 2021, so like last year, and I guess that was some sort of success. So then now they're giving that. I think this is a prequel. No, I just read the synopsis. It's just a continuation.
Looks like it's just a continuation.
I don't really remember the 97 one. I remember why I watched it, but yeah.
Wonder if that's going to become a new thing where they start rebooting
probably
the 90s Disney OGs.
Probably. There's so many of them.
Don't touch Brink.
I watched, what's it called? It's called Yesterworld on YouTube. And he mostly does like theme park stuff, which is like whatever. I'm not super into theme parks, but he did a Disney Channel like one. And like how it started as like an HBO thing, how it was like a paid subscription. And then it slowly just came into a basic cable package. And like then it became like kind of a female-based thing on accident, like all the popular shows where like Lizzie McGuire, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and he listed off all the Disney Channel original movies, and there's like 146 of them.
Yeah,
it's fucking nuts,
dude. I remember that was fun too when they would. I always feel like it was like a random day of the week, like a Wednesday or Thursday. They'd have like a Disney original premiere night, and I remember fucking hunkering down in bed and like getting excited to fucking
stoked for
catch the new. They like advertised that well to kids. They'd be like leading up to it. Fucking Slime Time Live, dude.
Slime Time Live? That's Nickelodeon, but whatever. Gatekeeper. Pretty good. For the listener, Chase just Disney flipped me off.
I acted like I was drawing the Disney ears, and then I flicked Tim off.
Oh,
hated that. Hated it. I still do. Why?
Flick?
Flip's not a bad word.
Yeah, I don't know.
Flick off. Do you? Hey, if you were, this is sorry. Side note: if you were to notify your employer that you wouldn't be coming into work that day due to illness, would you say that you're calling in sick or calling out sick?
I'm calling in sick.
I was always calling in sick, and now I feel like I've started to switch a little bit. I'm calling out of work, calling out sick. I've always
But
said
I'm calling into you.
to let them know that I won't be
But
there.
I guess I could see, yeah, I'm not coming in. Called in sick. Called out sick. I'm definitely in, guy. I'm definitely in.
I definitely was before. I remember when I tried to do that shit sorry, I'm going off topic.
You're fine.
Here. I tried to do it at Safeway one time, and that was one of those jobs kind of like Jack in the Box where like they're going to be really fucked if you do that. And, and they're like, you know, don't ever come to work sick, but don't ever fucking call out sick.
Yeah. You guys were union, too.
Fucking hardly. We were. It was bullshit.
Yeah.
I actually complained to them one time and got
I remember that.
Nothing.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, just pay us. Fuck you.
She fucking gave me like a really important title with a lot of responsibilities, and I was making like $9 an hour. Like this isn't right.
Yeah.
Who do I talk to? You can't do that.
Nobody.
Yeah. Anyway, I tried calling in sick one time, and like I didn't even know how to do it. I was so fucking scared. I was just like, hey, I'm sick today and can't come to work. I'm calling in sick for work today. I should be fine tomorrow because I'm not that. I'm going to shut up. I won't be there today.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, not just like an okay. And then I get a call from the fucking store manager. This lady was the craziest boss I ever had.
Kathy?
No, fucking.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll tell you in a minute. She was not a good boss. If you're listening, you know who you are. You're not a good boss. You're a fucking dick. And
yeah.
And she like called me back after I called in sick to work, and was just like, "Hey, what are your symptoms?" And I was like, "You can't fucking ask me that." And I fucking lied, and I'm like, "I think it's like diarrhea and tummy gut."
Tummy gut?
Gurgle gut, dude.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, we have every medicine you can imagine here. Like, you need to come in today." And I was like, "What?"
No.
I already called and said no.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember. I bet I went in.
Probably.
I was so fucking scared. And then it was such a relief going into like the financial industry and the banking world. Like anytime I've ever called in sick, they're just like, "Oh, that sucks. I hope you feel better." What?
I feel like guilty, especially when I actually am sick. And they're just like, "Okay, fine." I don't know. It's weird. Dude, I called out a Jack in the Box. Like, I just said called out.
You have some all-time
I just said called out.
Yeah.
Not in.
I know. This is what happened to me. It starts making some more sense, I think,
does.
the more you think about it.
Yeah. Huh.
Calling out of work.
Yeah, I guess call out.
But I'm calling in.
But I am calling in to call out. Is this Seinfeld?
I wonder if we've done that on the show, though, like a couple of times where you like got way too descriptive about your issues, like why you couldn't come to work.
Oh, 1,000%.
I'm shitting bricks real hard today. I mean,
Dude, yeah, I told one guy that I was like shitting blood and I couldn't come in. And they're just like, Jesus, okay.
You could have just said I don't feel good.
Yeah, really, I just had 18 too many Coors Lights. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I got you down a rabbit hole there.
Oh, it's okay. That was long ago now.
Hey, dude, what'd you have for breakfast?
Fucking cereal again. Oh yeah, we're doing movie news. Where are we at here? Underwraps. Oh, you want this? This one's
shooter.
This one's pretty fucking. Actually, probably pretty funny because it doesn't really matter for him. Here you go.
Christopher Mcdonald, also known as Shooter Mcgavin from Happy Gilmore, got arrested on drunk driving charges. I think in Florida. I don't remember where it said.
Makes sense. I don't remember either, though.
Tim's got a caption on here for the listener that says, "Too many beers on the 9th." And you had a good quip about that. Is something about...
Yeah, I think in Happy Gilmore, he said, Shooter Mcgavin says to Happy, like, "Why don't you come out on the 9th hole and like see how the pros do it?" But it's like a goof.
Yeah.
And they turn the sprinklers on him. But I don't remember. Anyway, thought it was funny. Here we are.
Can you throw the picture of him up real quick again?
Yeah. Maybe. There you are.
I was laughing pretty good at this picture. For the listener, you're not going to be able to tell, but if you're watching with us, doesn't it look like he fucking knows? And he also doesn't really.
He kind of looks like the Grinch.
Oh, fucking, yeah, he does.
Yeah. I mean, for this guy, it's going to be community service, and he's going to pay fucking $10,000.
And I don't know.
Maybe.
I didn't get this confirmed. It was kind of like a spoofy headline anyway, but the headline was that like he gets pulled over, and then he tells them like, "Hey, I'm Shooter Mcgavin from Happy Gilmore," and like, okay,
we don't care.
We're all 25. I don't.
Yeah. What are you even talking about? Fucking that happened to the boss too. I can't think of his name.
Springsteen?
Now. Yeah, he took like 2 shots of tequila, like on his motorcycle, like getting ready to leave, and whoop, they pulled him over. He's like, "I'm the fucking boss, man. He can't fucking do that." And I guess he like sued him and won. I could be totally wrong on this, but he didn't do any jail time. I think he paid a minimal fine. Like this is like a year ago, maybe 6 months.
I was born in the USA.
You damn fucking straight you were, sir.
Dude, drinking and driving has gotten like
fun.
No,
I mean, we don't do that.
It's a very serious thing, and but like I hear stories like my dad, like back in the day, like they pulled you over and your buddies were like boozing, like, "Hey, tone it down a little bit, or I'm gonna call your dad." All right, we'll tone it down.
Try me, Richard.
Fucking anyway.
Yeah, fucking pretty cool. Gelada's coming back, boys.
That's all I gotta say about Shooter Mcgavin.
Is it time to get to the fucking feature film here, Just Rico?
Oh,
what's up?
Nothing.
Look out!
We like walk hard.
We do. Jack White.
Let's fucking get into it, man.
You got a synopsis for the kids?
So, like we stated before, today we are talking about Prey. Prey just dropped on Hulu last week. It was straight to Hulu. Quick synopsis: a skilled Comanche warrior protects her tribe from a highly evolved alien predator that hunts humans for sport, fighting against wilderness, dangerous colonizers, and this mysterious creature to keep her people safe. This thing is coming in at a 92% wow on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was directed by Dan Trachtenberg.
When did this come out? Did you say a day? It was like the 9th or something?
Maybe it was a couple weeks ago. No, it was like last week.
Oh, maybe it's on the poster. Let's pull up the
August
poster.
5th.
August 5th.
So
what's today? Time of recording, this is the 14th. So, okay. 9 days ago?
Week and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Did it mention the settlers in that? Did you just say that?
Colonizers, yeah.
That bums me out. That's in the synopsis a little bit. Because I thought this was going to be like a pretty linear story. And then when the Frenchman came in, I was like, fucking cool. Like, that adds so much to the story. And for them to kind of ruin it, like if that's on the back of a fucking DVD box, which doesn't fucking exist really anymore, that's kind of like a little bit of mystery and fun kind of goes out the window.
Well, and I think I don't know, but I'm guessing since it's a straight to streamer, like I didn't know anything about this.
I love coming into something like not knowing a whole lot.
I thought, yeah, and I was actually surprised. I didn't give two shits about anything Predator, like, and this was really fun.
The director of the movie we're doing next week directed the first Predator, which is pretty fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that like it was good not knowing. You mentioned the French people.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool that they got two really actual, authentic, like Native American actors and actresses. That was cool.
Were the other people in the tribe? They're probably also like actual. This thing is so like fucking. How do I say it? I guess grassroots, for lack of a better term. Like everything is like pretty fucking real as far as like the actors go. It seems like, and they do a little shout out to like I forget the tribe now. They give a dedication to a certain tribe at the end of the movie. So they really like gave a fuck, and they gave like people a shot, and fucking it worked out pretty goddamn well.
Agreed. I thought it. Yeah, I definitely thought it worked out. Like I said, this was a fun entry into this world. And like you don't have to know anything about Predator to get going into this, and I like that I didn't need to. There's not a lot of dialogue, which is perfectly fine.
Which I'm kind of thankful for, especially in the beginning. The dialogue's a little shaky.
Yes, and actually, I rewatched the like first half hour this morning again just to like freshen up a little bit on it because I'd watched it. I think like maybe the day it came out after work.
I think you're right. Yeah, you mentioned it.
I was like, oh, fun new movie, cool. And yeah, I actually thought at the beginning, like really early on, I was like, this feels a little
B,
but it smooths out like right away.
They get it together
like
pretty quick.
They get it together really quick. Do we have the poster?
We do. Let's put it up here. Now, again, since this is just like straight to fucking Hulu, there's like 90,000 different posters. So I picked the one I thought that was the funnest.
And also, if this is a first time tuning in for you or you haven't seen this yet, fair warning, we're gonna be spoiling.
We're gonna fucking
some people get really like we spoil every movie we talk about. That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Spoil City.
There was another poster that I liked also. That's like her face with the like green. Alien blood.
Maybe I'll put that one in post too. I think I pulled that one also. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love early on in this thing. I'm kind of doing things I love already.
Yeah, do it.
I'm just talking.
Never
talking about it. Like, they're all focused on their own shit. And just, like, really early on, she's like, are you guys not seeing this, how this fucking snake got skinned? Like, that shit's not normal. I saw a fucking sign from the Thunder God something's fucking out here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, well, it doesn't matter. I'll fucking get it.
Stop being a girl. We're not gonna listen to you.
Oh, one of the lines, we're not gonna be out here long enough to need someone to cook for us.
I know. It's like, oh, Native American bird. Which leads me to another thing. Some of like the are they Cherokee? I don't want to keep saying Cherokee. Comanche. Some of like the Comanche cries they do. Like, I'm not sure if they're screams of terror or if they're trying to do like a tribal like cry, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then towards the end, that kind of gets smoothed out. This kind of feels like a bit of a clusterfuck, like on set in the beginning. Like the what's the word I'm looking for? The chemistry isn't really there for like the first 15. And yeah, some of the scenes where you're like, is that guy scared or like is he prideful of what he's about to do?
Okay, I could see that. I think for me, it just took me a little while to like start believing Amber's character, Amber Midhunter, who plays, we'll show her in just a second, Midthunder, who
we
plays,
can throw up right now.
Yeah, who plays Naru, the main character. Like, she's really wide-eyed, and like her delivery on stuff. At first, you're kind of like, are you being stupid or are you explaining stuff silly? And she's not.
Hey, where are you, a girl?
Did you guys not see how that snake got killed?
Oh my god.
Hey, look at these fucking tracks.
Would you just look at him?
Why would the bear stand like that? But it gets, I have no issues with her in this at all. I'm just saying, along the lines of what Tim's saying, is right at the beginning, I was just a little bit like, oh, it gets perfectly fine. And rewatching it this morning after seeing the whole thing, I didn't have that same feeling. So don't really want to get critiquey on that because it wasn't an issue at all for me.
Yeah, she is Fort Peck Sioux.
Oh, she's Sioux.
That's her tribe. She's in a FX show called Legion.
Yeah.
And another FX show called Roswell, New Mexico.
Tried to watch Roswell.
I don't know anything about those. But yeah, she's done some things, done some stuff. Fucking, you want to move on down to Dakota Beavers?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Do you want to tell the kids about him? He's got a really fun story, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to elaborate further. I mean, maybe. I just know that I just read a headline that the guy was working at a TJ Maxx before this, and I love shit like that.
Yeah, dude. He was like, I think he's in Nashville. Well, he says he's a Nashville musician, so I assume he's based in Nashville. And his day job was TJ Maxx, and he just like did an audition for this role, got it, boom. You fucking did it, kid.
Also, country music guy.
Yeah.
And his voice is
really good.
Real country. Also,
yeah.
like, I didn't picture that.
It's not my preferred genre of music, but he's got a fucking voice on him. And he's 22 when this was filmed.
I really like him in this. He kind of like, especially the second time watching the beginning, but there's an early on scene where there's this, I don't remember the name of it. There's basically a ritual that you have to do where to become like a certified warrior hunter.
To get the cool staff thing?
To get the cool staff thing.
Yeah.
You have to kill something that's trying to kill you. And
much like the Predator.
Which and I fucking love that whole interaction of where they're trying to hunt a mountain lion, a cougar. And to them, that's just a lion.
Yeah.
And
fucking nerds. Reverse nerds. I don't even know.
Anyway, she doesn't do it all the way, sort of. You kind of, that gets answered later, but it bugged me at the time because they clearly show her fucking
stabbing the shit out of it. Yeah. Well, I also watched this, I don't know, 4 hours ago. So it was like high noon, and it's like the scary parts are really dark. And there's a window by my TV, so like the dark stuff was really hard for me to see. Okay. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I fucking saw her arrow do the thing.
She spear stabs him.
Yeah, and then they talk about it during the. Is this where you're going?
Yes.
You can go ahead and finish your thought there.
No, it's like it's. I guess it was just confusing because like throughout the thing, he's like showing that he's like a good brother and he cares about her, and she like knows she's cool and like he's a good guy. So it's weird to me that
it feels deceptive
that early on that he's like, but I see it's a weird character thing that they do with him, but he delivers it really well to me, especially on the second time where he's just like, you can't do this. And she's like, no, I'm a good hunter. I can do that. I carried you back here. No, you can't. But
that line, I was like, that feels really modern. And Grace is like, I think he means that literally. I was like, oh.
Whoa.
Okay. Because like, I thought he meant like you can't carry the team kind of like thing, and he's like, no, he literally carried her back.
See, like, I think I picked it up like Grace did. When he's literally saying like,
you guys are right. I was trying to dive way too deep into it.
But that ends up getting resolved.
Listen, beavers.
That ends up getting resolved at the end, so it's weird that like they make him a little bit deceptive.
I thought he was gonna be Decepticon, where it's like good guy, bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we trust you, but really he's fucking you over. And that's not really how it plays out.
I'm really glad they didn't go that direction.
I wouldn't have minded it.
Because his fucking... like, he made peace with the fact that he's going to have to die trying to fight this thing a little bit. And he's just like, that's how... They used that line a couple of times, like when he's talking about going after the mountain lion at the beginning. He's like, when you finally stare something down, like, you have to know, like, this is where the line is. You can't go past here. Your line stops now.
Yeah.
I was like, dope. And then she fucking says that to the predator. And I was like, oh.
There's a couple lines. Oh, fuck. I should have wrote them down. That I'm pretty sure they took from the OG Predator.
Really?
Yeah. They did a couple of pretty fun little callbacky things. Like, I was going to save this for things I like, but we're just fucking talking. The mud. That's a real twisteroo if you've seen the first one, because she like hops into it on accident, and you're kind of thinking like, oh, okay, we're gonna come back to this mud because that's how Arnie fucking escapes the
That's
the heat of
right.
his
He
body.
lathers himself.
Yeah, but that's how the fucking Predator dies, and that's a real fun little swippy swap.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it.
I love that fucking scene too, where she's like real slowly getting fucking swallowed up by the mud. She's pretty calm and cool about it. She's trying to fucking lasso her axe behind that tree to get some leverage.
Mm-hmm.
And like, she's going to be fine. But I was like, they're doing a good job of making me fucking uncomfortable about that. Good fucking work.
Which is why I thought it was going to be like a call to like, we have to come back here, which we do, but it's not for her to find a way out. It's for her to, oh God. It's for
trap him into the mud.
Right. It's to trap the guy. The Thing, which is a pretty good segue. Hopefully I spelled his last name right.
I think you did.
Dane DeLigro? You want to try that one?
DeLigero.
Oh, probably.
Wait, is he Italian? Or did you say
He's
Israeli?
He's from Michigan. But he plays basketball for the Israeli national team.
Well, if he's from Michigan, it's just Dane DeLigero.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey,
whatever.
Dane DeLigero. DeLigeros. Yeah, he is the Predator. And if you're just listening at home, I got 3 shots up here. Him on the basketball squad. Yeah, if you're watching, that's the poster Chase is talking about in the middle picture there. Him playing basketball, him in the middle, normal like, and him as the Predator.
So did you know that is a fully functional suit he's wearing?
No, I did not.
None of it is CGI.
Perfect. I could tell that. The CGI right now is like so good that you can tell.
Actually, minor qualm about this movie.
Yeah.
Great scene. When the Predator fights a bear, the bear's really obviously pretty poor CGI.
That's how I felt about the monkey in Nope.
Okay.
Or the chimp, whatever it is. Yeah. Like, it looks good, but I'm like, that's not a thing.
Well, thankfully, like, the little fight it has with the bear is so fucking rad.
The action
like,
in this is really fun.
It didn't, like, bother me, but it was like, if I notice that's really awful CGI, that's probably pretty bad
Well,
CGI.
it's not, like, awful. It's just, like, obviously not a real thing.
I thought... Yeah, the only time I actually thought it was, like, really obviously not good was the bear.
I could tell, I think, all the times. Like, even, like, the elk or the deer, whatever they want to call it, like that. The wolf eating the rabbit. I mean... Obviously, it's probably way easier to like not have insurance fucking things to do with it. We're gonna have this wolf and we're gonna have a rabbit, and that wolf is gonna fuck up this rabbit real time, real life, right now.
Yeah,
of course, it's gonna be easier to animate that.
Yeah,
but it's just like
I don't know how CGI works, and that's got to be kind of tricky. That it's like broad daylight in a fucking lake fighting.
Yeah.
Like you probably got to be pretty good to make that look really great. But his suit, it's fully it was fully. What's animatronic, I guess, the headpiece anyway was all inner workings that would actually move. Like he could, I don't remember if he was in control of it, but he was like, I was listening to an interview about this, and so he was looking out of 2 little slits in the neck is where his natural eyes are, and then
he's 6'9", by the way.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy, and
you think he can dunk?
Oh yeah. Well, wait a minute. Never mind.
Israeli hoops are a little higher. Okay. Sorry, moving on.
Fine. Anyway, I just found it was interesting that he said like he couldn't hear anything, so like he was having to go off of like these visual cues because like anytime there was dialogue, he says when like, for instance, when the mouth would open and get pissed off or would like start doing things, he would just hear this.
Oh, it's gotta be so fucking annoying.
Noise in his ear. But I appreciated that it was a fucking, like, I appreciate that they put the hard work in to make that a fucking cool costume.
I'm surprised they didn't make more of a bigger deal about that, because Jean-Claude Van Damme was the original Predator fucking guy. And
what?
He bitched out like 2 weeks into filming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking good research.
If you fucking haven't looked into like the making of the first Predator, it shouldn't have happened. Like, people like were deathly ill. It was insanely hot.
Where'd they film it?
I forget.
Somewhere like tropical, maybe?
Yeah, I forget.
I'm trying to remember. Is it like jungle with him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gross.
Yeah, dude. The first one's great. We put a poll up a while back, Rambo versus Predator, and Rambo won. But Predator, the first Predator, 87, fucking, it's a great film.
Do we ever, you might know the answer to this, and I didn't look it up. Do we ever get a really clear answer on what the Predator's doing on Earth? Is it really just like researching?
Yeah, he just wants to be like the supreme fucking like top of the food chain.
So like, is it a race of them?
Yeah.
So he's just going places, fucking shit up to see if he's the top dog.
In 2009, I think it's Predators. It's a pretty corny blockbustery one, but it's like, it's still pretty fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, I forget the plot exactly, but they're like in an Aztec setting, and it's like fucking archaeologists, and they find like this fucking like dome fucking thing, and then the Predators come down, and there's like a head archaeologist lady, and she like befriends a Predator. It strides away from the original like plot of like, if you were gonna be defensive in any manner. That's what this one did really well. Like, if you're predatory towards the Predator, it's going to fucking murder you.
Like, it can tell if something's
but there's like
a
mild love story in this one. It's pretty goofy, but it's kind of fun. And then it kind of gives like the origin of, they're from like a planet, and this is what they fucking do, and blah, blah, blah.
And that one's called Predators?
I think so.
The way you're telling it, making me want to check it out.
I think I saw it on Crackle like a year or two ago. It's 2029, 11, 12, in that 4-year span.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another, how am I trying to say this? Another one of those times I fucking hate a love story. We don't got to do that right there. It's a fucking murder movie. We're doing murder stuff. Why you got to...
He's the Predator.
Yeah. We got any other people to go through
here? You got the dog.
Oh, we got one more, dude. And I didn't think this would be such a big topic, but if you look right now, there are probably 45 articles about like, thank you for not killing the dog. But I thought that was a pretty fun like tactic they did to keep you a little bit invested, because you definitely don't want the dog to die. And there's a couple different times where you're like, oh fuck, and it starts off with the dog getting its tail caught in the trap.
Yes.
And I think the utilization of the trap is super interesting, because it's 1714 or whatever the fuck it is, and you're like, well, the Predator, that's old school for him, but for the Native Americans, that's pretty fucking new.
Oh, yeah.
So why do we have a fucking trap? And then when we go to the buffalo, I was super confused when she picked up like that cigar thing. Later you find out it's like a ramrod to a pistol.
Right.
But they do a good job of keeping like all that, like who's doing what and why.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a bummer that they fucking put the settlers like in the synopsis.
Yeah, I mean
it's a fun surprise that they don't need to spoil.
We didn't know going into it.
Exactly, but I don't know. It bummed me a little bit that they had to say that.
But I agree with you. I think the way they did basically the scene he's talking about is she stumbles upon a buffalo that had got skinned.
Like 15 of them.
Well, at first she just sees the one, and she like says a little fucking prayer for it and puts a flower on it. And then the camera, it's just a great shot. The camera zooms out,
Beautiful
and there's fucking 12 more of them, and you're just like, oh fuck. And they do a good job, because you're thinking like, why'd the Predator just rip 13 buffalo right there? Like, that seems excessive. And then
and then like delightful, you just skin them. Like, he didn't like fuck them up or fight them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I wonder now, it'd be fun to revisit that scene. I think that's probably right where I stopped on my rewatch of it. If like she knows that that's not the thing she's looking for. Like,
you kind of get that feeling.
She can tell. I didn't pick it up the first time, but now I'm looking back on it. I'm like, she's probably like, these fucking Frenchies, dude.
I don't think she knows about the French then, because she picks up the ramrod and she's like, "What the fucking why?"
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
But I think you're right. She's like, "Well, the thing that I'm looking for would devastate these things.
Right.
They're not just looking for hides.
Right. Yeah, because the fucking shit she's stumbling upon for the predator is like the snake. He fucking rips its guts out and like cuts their heads off so he can take. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't like tactfully skin it.
Tactfully skin. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Was there anything do we have any more people? Oh, the dog. I think we should go more on the dog. So the dog is a rescue dog. His name is Coco. He's out of Georgia, and he was never been on film before. Like much like most of this cast. They just kind of got a ragtag crew, and it fucking worked out.
Yeah, they did real good work.
They did really fucking good work. So now the dog is just swimming in a sea of milk bones and loving life.
He has no idea.
No, no idea at all.
Dumb animals. No, just kidding. I like
He's
animals.
adorable. Oh, what was the breed? The breed made me laugh. This could be wrong because it feels really stupid. The breed is a Carolina dog.
Oh.
Is that a thing?
I have no fucking
I don't know
idea.
about breeds.
Me either. I think breeds oftentimes are just places.
Yeah, Carolina dog. Why wouldn't they call it? Well, I guess it's not a hound. That's like a specific kind of dog.
This is a river hound.
River dog.
Let's get into some of the scenes that really landed for you on this one.
Sure, you want to start with me?
You, please.
Okay. I really liked the way the Frenchman came in, and specifically with like the guns.
Yeah.
Because it's all flintlocky bullshit, and they think that they got him like dead to fucking rights.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it's a shot of like four Frenchmen, and they're like, "All right, pow!" And then they all kind of stop and look at each other, and they start fucking tapping everything.
Really
like,
hilarious.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me giggle pretty hard. And it's a movie that doesn't really need to make you giggle.
No.
Yeah.
It felt like a really like earned piece of chuckle.
It was fucking pretty fun.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to. I mean, I think I've mentioned the Frenchman part too many times now, but I really like that they added them in there.
Me too.
Just all in all.
It was great.
Really fucking cool. I mentioned the mud, but it's also fun that there's a new way to stay cold. And they kind of let it out for you to find because they show the mud and if you've watched the original one, you think that's what we're coming back to, blah, 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 blah. I already mentioned that. But the flower, I forget the name of the flower.
I don't remember the name of it. The orange one?
Yeah. And they give it to one of the huntsmen in their tribe. And they do mention that it makes him turn cold. Don't put a blanket on him or his blood's going to fucking do something and he's going to bleed out.
Right.
Which is a little clue to later that it makes you cold. But you don't necessarily think that.
Yeah.
But it's fun that they have a new spin on an old take. Well, something from you, Mr. Boy.
Well, actually, along those lines of the Frenchman, the scene where they're scrambling to get their guns reloaded is fucking great, and then I really like when he decides to wax them all off, and it's like this little saucer thing that beeps.
Oh yeah,
and the camera again. I thought this thing was shot really well. Camera like pans up above this little tree swamp that they're in, and it's got this really ominous countdown, and they don't know what the fuck's going on, and then it just and fucking wipes them all out. And I was like, oh, that's pretty
I'm
cool.
glad you mentioned that because Grace and I, we watched this together, which we don't do very often. Like for a podcast movie, we don't really do it very often, but we did today. And that scene came up, and she's like, don't they know that's a weapon? I'm like, it's fucking 1717 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That's black magic, dog.
Right.
Which I guess is a case for them to stay the fuck away from it more. But it's probably like their motivation in that scene is probably just like, what the fucking what the fuck?
Witnessing?
Yeah, and then they all die pretty hard. But yeah, it's pretty fun to see them be freaked out by stuff.
I fucking loved the bear fight scene. I think I mentioned
really
that a little bit earlier.
Because you think Mr. Predator is going to get his dick handed to him for a second.
Well, yeah, they do a good job. Also, I think the thing that was really fun with that scene for me is that he's still in Invisiman at this point. And the bear gets a few shots in on him.
Pretty good.
He gets a few shots back in on the bear, and the bear's blood goes all over the Predator, and it looked fucking rad. And I was like, dude, this is a dope action sequence. And they do a really good job of like, and the vantage point where the main character, Naru, the girl, is seeing it from, and she's like trapped under this fucking beaver dam. The bear's trying to fucking eat her. And that whole sequence was just really fun. The dog's like kind of goes after the bear, and then like, or maybe it's not going after it. I forget exactly what it does.
I think he's running away, which is another instance of where they're really toying with you with the dog.
Right.
Like, fuck. Like, that dog better not fucking die, dude.
And so that's like her first time like really seeing the predator, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be a mind fuck. I mean, it'd be a mind fuck for even us today, but
yeah.
There's
another, or do you want to go?
You go ahead. You got something.
There's a scene of them, and I don't remember if it's with her brother or the brother's friend. I think it's one of the good ones where they're like hiding in a field, and I don't think they realize yet that it can fucking see them off of body heat. Mm-hmm. So he's all low, getting ready to do some cool fucking bow and arrow hunting, and I think that it's got to be around the first time we see the lasers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the triangle dots.
And it takes me a minute to notice it too, and I'm like, oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was just like, oh fuck me. And I think she like pulls him down or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really well done. It was like good suspense with like good action too, and like you think you're being sneaky and you're not, and it's like, well fuck, it can just see us wherever. Like, what the fuck do we do? Yeah, you gotta fight it.
I will say I don't like, and I'm not an archery guy, but I was in the Boy Scouts here. You see me? You hear me?
No, you weren't a Boy Scout.
I was a Girl Scout for a bit too.
Thank you.
But I did a bit of the Boy Scouts as well.
Did you get touched?
By the power of Christ.
You can cut that. Sorry.
So the way that they do, like, the bow, like to shoot an arrow, they have their hand, like, upside down. And I don't know if that's supposed to be, if that's like a tribal thing, because like all of them do it weird.
So what are you telling me is you Boy Scout whites know how to do archery better than the Comanches?
I suppose so.
Huh.
Because we were always taught to do like the W and like pull it back, but they have their hand all, maybe it's like more stable?
Well, I mean, were you shooting compound or free bow, dude?
Free.
Well,
actually, I think there was a couple of compounds lying around.
I'm just saying, like, the one dude can snipe a bird out of the sky, and where were you hitting? Hay bales?
Actually, yeah.
Did the hay bales try and kill you?
They're tripping hazard.
I'm really offended that you think they're doing the bow and arrow wrong.
I wouldn't say it's right.
Did pretty
I'm
fine.
trying to think of talking points, okay?
Tim doesn't like Native Americans. And,
I love them. I don't like them. Yeah, I mean, that's nitpicky, but it's something I noticed. I don't know. Again, I've shot maybe 6 arrows ever. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if we got to pick something out, I do like the beaver dam part, though. Like, do you think she knows how to get into that dam, or is that just a happy accident?
I think that was a happy accident.
Yeah.
And she's fucking trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
They did, as much as I didn't enjoy the CGI on the bear, like, they did a pretty good job of making it try and fucking eat her through the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a fucking fun
Give me something you don't like.
I kind of touched on this earlier, but some of the dialogue towards the beginning is weird for me. I still don't fully understand why he tells her. Like, the whole movie, you feel like he's kind of a proud brother. Like, that's the vibe I get, and he obviously is, like, willing to die and help her and, like, wants her to be a good hunter, too. So I don't really understand why he lies at the beginning about, like, you can't do this. What do you mean? I'm a good hunter. Literally, you just can't. You can't do this.
Yeah,
and she did, and her plan was right, and he like lets her know that later.
When on his like his deathbed, and like essentially.
I loved when he fucking found the horse, and he does some horse fighting, and he like fucking comes up on it on the back, and he's fucking it up for a second too. I mean, and I just like that you kind of. It's like he knows also that he's not gonna win this, but he's gonna fucking. I got some tricks. I'm gonna land a few.
Don't they have like a scene? Yeah, you mentioned it, like the line and where you cross it, and where you know that's basically him. Like actions speak louder than words.
Oh,
that's like what he's doing.
Yeah.
Pretty good,
really good. And I feel like there's another one of I forget the name. There's like one other friendly of like the hunter guys. It seems like because a lot of them are kind of razzing her, but then the other one is a pretty good guy too. I mean, he gets fucked up pretty quick, but he's just like they're just down to just like well, yeah, we're gonna try and kill it. We're fine. Like this is what we do.
What we fucking do.
We're the warriors of the tribe, dude. I'm gonna like the brother early on too. She's just like, I'm telling you, whatever out there is
You're okay.
I got really scared about that.
The garage door's open. It's weird to talk.
I don't want people to hear me having thoughts about things.
We'll just broadcast it to anyone and everyone.
She's like, I'm telling you, this thing's like bigger than a bear. It's fucking, I saw it, like something out there is much more dangerous. He's like, and I'll get that thing too.
Yeah, I will fucking murk it. Dude.
I like the confidence that he has
Yeah.
about, and like he comes in on the fucking horse. It's just a dope scene. All the action and fighting in this was fucking great. Like, this is like a fucking standalone story about a fucking tribe and a girl who wants to prove herself. It just so happens that the predator is the fucking thing she's got to go after. Like,
it really could be anything.
It's cool that it's not like I think this served me really well on not giving any shits about this. I was just like, oh, new movie, cool, I'll watch it.
It's one of the rare instances where a prequel like can just be a prequel. It doesn't have to like service anything. Predator's kind of just a weird thing where like we already know it's gonna be like, here's the Predator. How are we gonna work around it? Which is why there's fucking 26 of them. But they did it in a fun new way. I'm doing the weird beard thing again. Sorry. I'm trying not to hit anything when I do this. That's why I'm doing it.
Looks great
for the listener.
Hey, what if this is the events that make the Predator, another Predator, come back eventually?
I was going to mention this because the mud is almost like a plot hole. Like if this is the first movie, like shouldn't he know that mud is cold? Maybe. Well, if he's a super smart alien being. I guess not really. But
well, it's different predators every time, right?
I would.
Well, it's got to be because this one's now dead from this one.
Maybe.
We think.
I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
But yeah, dude, the whole thing, her kind of landing it here. Not a lot. I just absolutely didn't
There's a couple, like one big one I didn't really like, but it's gonna have to happen because it's like a dumb action movie. How do you say her name? I'm gonna fuck it up. Naru. When she's describing to like one of the warriors, and she like realizes that he like sees heat, she just like audibly, you Spider-Man, dude?
Sorry.
She just like audibly says like out loud like, oh, he can see heat. I'm like, we've done such a good job of not explaining and just showing.
Right.
And then you got to do that. I mean, that's a little nitpicky, whatever. But like, you guys played it pretty close to the chest here, and you just kind of pooped on your drawers a little bit there.
Right.
But
if I knock his mask off, he can't do some of the stuff.
Right. Just fucking show me that, which they did.
They did on that one. But I totally see what you're saying. It's like, you don't gotta.
It's like when you're watching a sitcom, and it's like they have their thoughts as dialogue. Like fucking in a 22-minute scenario, I get that you have to fucking move it along.
Yeah. But
when you got a little bit of time to play with, you could show us. It's fine.
Yeah. Did you love the runtime on this?
Dude, yeah. It's like perfect. Was it hour 40, like 2 or something?
Yeah, right around there.
It's fucking 40. It's great.
I gotta say, I watched it 9 days ago, and I started it again this morning, and I was right back into it. Like, definitely has some legs for going back and checking that shit out. It makes you want to go watch some of the other Predators now and get a little bit more tuned in on that whole franchise.
I would definitely say watch the first one. The Adrian Brody one's pretty good. That one gets shit on a lot, but I like it. I just like Adrian Brody.
I have actually seen the first one.
Yeah, first one's fucking great, dude. And did I already mention this? I'm pretty sure there's like 2 Arnie lines that Naru says. But I don't remember. I should have wrote them down. It's so weird when I'm taking notes. I'm trying to take notes. I'll be like, oh, that's fun, and then not take a note.
Right. Like, I need to take better notes.
What the fuck, dude? This is the whole point.
I was thinking of that during Nice Guys. I'm like, I should start taking notes again because there's a lot of little quips in here that I want to like remember and call back to.
We're doing Nice Guys next week, so stick around.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. Let them know.
They're in Thursdays at midnight.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if I loved this scene, and I definitely did not like it, but it was pretty gnarly with the French dude whose legs cut off, and he's like, hey!
Like the nice French dude?
Yeah. Like, hey, help me. Fucking please. I'll teach you how to do the gun.
Which, he's getting a way better deal. What's the phrase? Don't put too much, but don't put too little? Give me a fucking measurement, dude. Like, what?
Yeah.
This is a new thing she's never seen before. What is either of those? That's going to sound crazy.
And he gets fucked up almost immediately.
I thought that she was going to OD him. Because they mention in the beginning when she's when she's saving one of the huntsmen, one of the
with the
guys,
orange flower.
like, don't, you're gonna give him too much, he's gonna die. I thought she was gonna be like, you're kind of nice, fuck you.
I thought so too, because she's fucking on a mission at that point. She's
Yeah,
just like,
dude.
And then
Which kind of reminded me of like Alien with Sigourney Weaver. Like she's like full like fuck you, let's go mode.
Yeah, like there's never that's kind of the whole thing with like the confidence that drive. Just it's never a doubt in their mind. Like no, we gotta fucking kill this thing now. Whatever.
I think we already kind of mentioned it. It felt like kind of forced girl power in the first 10, 15, maybe 20, but you really kind of forget it. And the point to where I was like, okay, I just enjoy this lead actor, however the fuck you want to say it, is fucking when she fights one of the dudes. Like I am so annoyed for her that like that scene's almost uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, because she gets fucking. That's right. I kind of forgot about that. She gets fucking decked pretty good.
But she beats the fucking piss out of her.
Yeah, she's like crafty about it.
Yeah. No, I'm just excited.
Oh.
Yeah. Not crying yet.
I was bummed out when I was pulling up. I think I was looking for a picture, and like one of the first articles that popped up, which thankfully I don't think this is the vibe everyone's getting, but it's just dumb that this is the first thing that popped up. Is like, is fucking Prey Hulu's most woke movie to date? And I'm like, this shit wasn't woke. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
You're just trying to fucking come up with, because it was a woman.
That's where I get.
Who gives a shit?
That's where I get annoyed. Like if I was a lady, like okay, we can't have like a fucking lead female.
Nothing can
like,
be. I can't be cool because
anytime there's a fucking lead female actress, then it's a fucking. It's that we're doing a thing. Well, fuck you.
She's a fucking hunter. Like,
yeah.
That's it. Like.
If they only watched the first 10 minutes, I could see maybe, but fuck you.
Yeah.
No, it's just a fucking good movie.
Yeah, like it's just annoying that everything people think is trying to do something deeper than it's not. Like, dude, this is a fun fucking action flick.
Yeah, it's
like
Predator.
End of story.
Like,
yeah. I bet you didn't know the fucking Predator had a vagina either, you piece of shit.
We don't even know. No, if the Predator was
Predator
like a girl,
trans?
Yeah, dude, if it shits out like a little baby at the end, and his like dying words are like he, him, then sure, that's a woke movie. But that's not what happened.
Yeah, it's just a bummer that even pops up. Thankfully, I'm actually surprised it was getting at 92. I didn't realize that.
Doesn't quite land at 9.2 for me, but or do you want to get into the R's?
We can.
You got more to say?
I mean, no. I like The Thing.
I like The Thing too.
There's nothing really I need to mention.
Pleasantly surprised.
Same way. I think not knowing anything, going in with literally zero expectations. I was just like, oh, just sit and watch a fucking movie. Cool.
Yeah.
Really worked out for me because I could tell about halfway through. I think you actually texted me while I was watching it. I was like, I think I'm having a pretty fucking good time with this.
Yeah, dude.
It's a beautiful movie. Like,
it's whoever did the cinematography, fucking slayed it, dude.
It's in the North Plains in Alberta, Calgary for the layman.
Yeah.
It's just pretty. I have a really good time. I could already tell again revisiting it less than 2 weeks later. I'm like, oh, I could sit down and do this again pretty quick.
And it isn't like you were saying earlier. It's an approachable time limit. Like you're not telling somebody that might not give a fuck about the Predator series, like, hey, dude, this is 2.5 hours, but it's pretty good. It's like, no, this is like 100 minutes. It's a pretty good time.
Yeah.
You should fucking do it, probably.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people could have fun with this. So, ready for a little rating?
The 1, 2, who knows ours?
Yarr. No pirates in this one unless you count French pirates.
Oui.
You must walk as a plank.
Boy, Charles.
We are not scared of spooky alien.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, BVR belt. Sorry.
Wow, I'm pitching tent now. That's
let's
good.
go. Okay, so for me, like I said, like everything about this, pretty much. Not really anything that is a big red flag for me. So, do I normally do a fucking? I'm gonna rate it. We just reviewed it. We stopped doing recommendation.
Just do boomer scale and a number.
I would say high on the boomer scale, but it is a female Native American, so maybe they're not.
Yeah.
I think it was high on the boomer scale. It scratches a ton of action itches for you. You could even get a little sci-fi itch from this because it's something from outer space.
Sure.
And don't need to know shit about the series to come into this and enjoy it. This thing is coming in for me at a really solid 8.7.
Okay. Fucking yeah, dude.
I'm just excited.
So for me, I don't know if it's gonna land super hard with the boomers.
Okay.
Let's say boomer scale, probably like a 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just picturing
Because
dads.
Native Americans?
Dads and dads I know, like, I don't know.
Huh, okay.
Like, they're not gonna get hooked in the first probably 15 minutes, and dads are sleepy or have something to do.
Not enough dialogue, not enough.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to mention that too. I'm really glad that they didn't do it all in a language that not a lot of people know. Because I actually read an article that said that they were going to like do that.
Right.
And they decided it didn't play very well. I think it was a really smart choice. I think it was a smart choice to do just like the plants, and like they would have words for things that I don't already know, and they would call them something in their native tongue.
Right.
Smart fucking play.
Liked it.
Because it plays both ways.
Yeah.
You're being... what's the word I'm looking for? You're being accurate to the people you're talking about, but you're also helping me. And
Right.
I thought that was kind of the Frenchman too. He's like, I speak a lot of languages. This is how you can understand me. And then the other Frenchmen don't speak a lot of languages, so we, as the viewer and the main character, don't understand them. Fucking perfect. Loved it.
Well said.
Yeah.
I mean, I speak French, but yeah.
We don't speak French. For me, it's a little bit lower. I'm going to give it like a 8-1.
Wow.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
You
dude.
really did a lot of curveballs in that fastball.
Yeah, dude.
This is coming in pretty low for me. 8.1.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a great score from you.
Well, I'm trying to be less dicky with stuff. It's just a fucking fun time.
Fun movie.
It's a fucking fun time. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it now. Just kidding. You should still watch it. But hopefully we didn't spoil. We did. But watch it anyway if you haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Shane was telling me, he hadn't seen Nope, but still watched the episode. I'm like, well, I don't think we really... You can kind of interpret Nope however the fuck you want, which is kind of annoying to me.
I guess you can. Yeah.
Sorta.
Because it's... I'm going to revisit that one in a year or something.
Jesus. I hate when I do this for editing reasons. I need to stop. Because you can't hear it, but it's fucking wild. Yeah. The garage door's open, and I don't know. You don't care. Anyway, I think that's the R's.
Well done. 8.5 out of me. 8.7 out of me. 8.5 or 8.7? 8.7. 8.1 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of our... I got to go back at some... I got to go back at some point and aggregate our scores and see.
Aggregate.
Sorry, aggregate.
Northern Plains. Very good.
Hey. It'd be fun to go back and check all of our scores and see which one, like, combined is getting...
We were thinking about that for 30, but...
We put
it's
30
hard.
together real quick.
We did.
We needed something...
We legitimately didn't think about time, and we're like, fuck, we have to do something now. So if you thought that was weird, that's why.
We kind of knew that wasn't going to be for everybody, but
right.
For people that think we should just shoot the shit and, like, the movies don't play a part, you're wrong. You're really wrong.
Yeah. Whatever.
You're an average about 2 minutes and 20 seconds wrong. So
actually, that's pretty accurate.
With that said, is a little game that we like to play. I think it's called
Quiz in Your Pants.
It's time for some trivia. Comanche Indians, bone and arrows, tune.
Native Americans.
Did I say Indians?
You did.
Hey guys, this is the Proof Audience apology. Indians, we were actually just talking about how fucking weird that
just
is.
Off cam,
like that hasn't been like
that it's a new thing to hey stop saying Indians.
It's pretty dumb.
It's really well. It's dumb that like Indian is the thing. It's dumb that we haven't stopped that earlier.
Right.
Maybe we're woke. Just kidding.
So.
Oh, I'm totally kidding. It's fucking dumb. India sucks.
Anyway,
moving on. Clip that.
I'm just getting excited.
How do you want to do this?
So I don't have Pray Triv.
You want to try Pray Triv, and then we'll see if we want to do Chase Triv after.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to do Chase Triv. Let's just do my. Let's
just see if Tim can stump cheese today.
Okay, hold on 1 second here. All right, just Rico. Let's do a little bit of Pray Trivia.
Stump the cheese.
Stomp it, put holes in the cheese. Hole him. Hole donut. Okay. All right, these are really fucking dumb. What year does the film start in?
1719.
Yo, bangarang, Rufio.
You tried to fucking throw me off with that, didn't you?
No, I honestly couldn't remember.
Touche.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I saw you looking at me. I'm like, I didn't know we're doing trivia. I'm not trying to do anything. Okay, I knew I wrote this stupid, and we only talked about it 9 times.
I know I wrote this stupid.
So you're gonna, like, there's scribbles all over this. It's like, we'll figure it out live.
Mud.
Nah. What is the animal that Naru and the boys are looking for? That's vague.
Well, I mean, at the beginning, they're looking for the lion that took the guy.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
That's fucking horribly worded. Real bad. You're 2 for 2, Chester Reed.
Hey, thanks.
Wait, do I have any better ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. I
Find
got 5 straight up.
All right.
What color is Predator's blood?
It's like neon green.
Yeah. Bonus points for neon.
Ooh.
What does the Predator collect?
Skulls.
Fucking. This is really hard. You have to think about this one. What's her name again? Naru? Naruto?
Neil
Young?
Naru.
Crazy Horse. Tie-in. What? Naruto? What'd you say?
Naru.
Naruto. I just kept putting the girl because
Naruto.
I can't read. What weapon does Naruto put on a leash?
Her axe.
Otherwise known as
her hatchet.
There you go. I think that's 5, and you fucking smoked and troped him. You got something for me? You look like you're thinking over there.
What year was the American Revolution?
1812. I love the overture.
No. How big
7
was the Predator's penis?
7
fucking feet. Guys, next week I'm back with regular scheduled trivia.
Yeah.
Weird. Not really weird. I watched this 9 days ago and didn't think I needed to really rewatch it, and then so I'll take some better notes and get some trivia going. So that's on me. God, my beard looks good from this angle.
It really does. But that's going to be the show, folks. If you want to follow us
on Instagram at Approve for All Audiences, and then on Twitter
at Approve for All,
and then we also have a fucking email
at approveforallaudiences@gmail.com.
Buzzsprout.
Fuck.
Hey, but no, for real, guys, we fucking love you, man. Shout out to everybody who tunes in and watches. We got some golf balls if you want them. We might make some bucket hats. I don't fucking know. Maybe
we're thinking about shirts. We got some ideas.
Would you guys like a coffee mug or something that had a
coffee mugs would be cool.
I'd rock that at work.
Yeah, let us know if you would be even interested in buying something before us broke bitches decide to make them and no one buys anything.
And we're just unbroke enough to where we could buy a bunch of dumb shit that we don't need, and we would just sit here.
Yeah.
We would just sit.
We would drink 12 cups of coffee in 12 different cups.
And then lastly, guys, if you do enjoy this shit, I hate self-promoting. If you do enjoy it, maybe recommend it to a friend. See if maybe they think it's enjoyable too. Maybe we could get 100 subbies. It'd mean a fucking lot. We're not trying to... It is what it is. 100's an attainable goal for us. It'd be cool to make that.
We are thinking about doing goals per bracket, but we don't know. Anyway, we really fucking love you guys. We're gonna see you next week.